Hello again. Welcome back. We are now going to cover the exit planning part 2 of the MB 2204 Integrated Business Experience 2. Again, my name is Subiakto. I'm the full-time lecturer of SBM of ITB. Okay, I'm going to remind you regarding the startup cycle because you want to do exit planning. So in the real world, the exit planning usually on the later part of this chart, on the IPO or on the public market secondary offerings. Your business is probably not in that stage yet. You are probably just offering the valley of death, or you are probably in the early state of your business. So the exit planning, it is only a part of learning that you need to do it anyway, but you are forced to do exit planning right now because the IBE will be finished soon. So unfortunately, your business only lasts for 2 semesters, right? Again, uh, the startup life cycle from idea, seed, early, mid, and late. So the exit usually occur on the late part of the cycle. Yeah, where you do the IPO and then you access the stock market. Yeah. So you can see here where is the part of the negative dollar and then the positive dollars. So you are probably between seed and early. Again, the consideration of the exit planning. So it is usually consisting of two extreme. The extreme number one, or the choice. The choice is, do you want to be rich or do you want to be king? So that's usually the choices need to be made. You cannot have both of it. If you want to be rich, meaning you want to, what do you want? What do you call it? You want to liquidate all the asset, then you sell everything. You want to be rich. Yeah. So on the upper side, right side, upper right side, you want to be rich, meaning you are liquidating. Yeah. You are liquidating or you are selling your business to others. You just want to liquidate your investment. And then on the bottom left, if you want to be king, meaning you want to own your company, you want to control over your company, you want to control your company, you want to be king of your company. So you are the majority, you own it, and then yeah, you control the company, right? So that's usually the two extreme that you need to choose. Yeah. Uh, okay. Next slide. It is regarding the components of exit planning. So before you exit, you are doing your exit. You need to do transition, right? If you want to go out of the company, who is going to continue, or if you wanna you wanna be selling the company to others, what is the transition that you need to be made? Maybe you still need to show the successor how to do it, and then introduce to all the suppliers and things like that. Yeah. Then you need to plan your exit strategy, and then it is important the succession. Yeah. Usually the founder is the one who knows everything of the business. So you need to choose the succession carefully. Otherwise you are killing your company if you don't choose the right successor. Yeah. A part of the exit strategy, the choices. Yeah. Uh, Usually it consists of initial public offering (IPO), where you access the stock market, access the stock market, and then selling the shares to public. Yeah. Then another choice is the sale of the company, whether to whether you are selling individual shares or you are selling the whole company. Yeah, you can sell it to another individual or you can selling to another company or another institution. And then another thing that you may consider, uh, you can merge your company with the other company. So in the context of the IBE, you probably see the your other friend's business is probably a good fit with your company, provide a synergy, provide or complementing each other. Then you may propose the idea, why don't we combine this company to get what do you call it? Yeah, the efficiency, to get the economic of scale, or to reach a wider market, whatever. Or you probably desire to continue as it is, or do the liquidation. Yeah. So this is the example of the things that you may choose during your exit strategy. Okay, now the big question: why exit? This is the not an easy question. Yeah, you need to think carefully. You need to think. Uh, yeah, you need to think. Okay, number one, a part of your consideration why you need to exit. Is it profitable? Yes or no, or so-so, or maybe. Yeah. Whether the business have a prospect in the future. If the business have the prospect in the future, now it is a matter of scaling up. Scaling. You need to consider that your business right now, it is still the, what do you call it, validate your ideas. It is still tapping a very small market. And then if it is proving to be successful, then you may think how to grow the business further, scaling up. Yeah. Okay, number three, maybe you may think your company is having the hidden value. Right now, probably it is not profitable. Right now, it doesn't look too good. But the value is there. It is still hidden. You probably need a combination, need a network. You probably need another expert to further grow your company, because your knowledge still limited, your network is limited. Then, but the idea is marvelous. Then you need to take another action, yeah, to open up the hidden value of the company. And then another consideration why you exit, you probably bored with the company, you fed up with the company, not happy with the company, not happy with the business partner, not happy with all the people working there, or you wanna be working for other companies. That's the things that you need to consider. Okay, then during this exit planning, during your final report for this IBE, you need to use the tools, the tools needed to finalize your report. Number one, you need to do the financial performance analysis. At the end of this IBE2, then you need to provide the performance analysis. You have learned how to do the performance analysis. We'll talk about it later on the next slide. And then you need to analyze whether the investment is feasible here. So in order to provide the result of the feasibility, you need to come up with the payback period. The payback period is manageable, is reasonable, maybe 2 or 3 months. But if you provide the business is after your calculating your payback period, it needs 10 years, let's say, your investment will be paid back, then it is not reasonable. Then provide your net present value, provide also the internal rate of return. Okay, on the techniques how to calculate the payback period, the net present value, the internal rate of return, I provide you with another YouTube link that I distribute on the Google Classroom. Please check that out. Even how to calculate using your Excel, it is provided there. Okay, and then the last part, you need to do the valuation. How do you want to show this is the value of the business? How much my business worth? Value your business. Provide a book value and probably the market value if possible. We can also discuss this on the next slide. Okay, on your financial performance analysis, provide the trend analysis. You provide the performance month by month, showing how is your sales doing, how is your profit doing, how do you control the cost, how is the COGS, cost of goods sold, how is your gross margin, operating margin. Show it. If you do it IBE2 on 4 months, then show the trend in 4 months period. Okay. If possible, you do the cross-section analysis. If you have other companies, use it as your benchmark. Other companies that work in the same business, then provide a benchmark. Whether your company's performance is better than your benchmark, or your company performance is inferior compared to your benchmark, or almost the same, something like that. So at least you provide financial ratios showing how liquid is your company. Provide a liquidity ratio, current ratio, quick ratio, whatever is necessary. And then if you are manufacturing something, provide the activity ratio. The inventory turnover, the total asset turnover, the account receivable turnover, or the days, the days of your account receivable and also account payable. Okay. Then number 3, showing your profitability. There are a couple things that you may use for your profitability measurement. The net profit margin, the return on investment, the return on equity. You need to be able to show the differences between ROI and ROE. ROI is your return compared to your total investment. The total investment can be from your equity, can be also from your debt, right? So then under ROE, return on equity, it is purely your return divided by the equity alone. Yeah. All right. If you have no debt at all, then your ROI probably the same with your ROE. Yeah. Okay, number 4, leverage. If you borrow money, if you borrow money, short term, long term, and then you have the leverage. Yeah, you have the leverage, and then show it the leverage ratio there. How much your debt compared to the total asset? How much debt compared to your equity? And things like that. Number 5, market performance. Probably this one is not valid for the IBE companies because the market performance is only for the companies that are already going public. Yeah. So that's basically showing the market price, showing the market price to book value and things like that. It is not possible if your company is not public yet. Okay. Investment analysis. So you need to provide the calculation, the payback periods, how long your investment will be paid back, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So under this IBE, your maximum period is 4 months. So show it whether your investment has been paid back, yeah, within that period, or you need more months to get it paid back. And then show also based on the profit you are making for the 4 months, whether your profit, the present value of your profit compared to your investment, giving you a positive value or negative value. Then, if possible, calculate your internal rate of return. Be careful, your internal rate of return is based on monthly return, not yearly return. Yeah. And then also profitability index. I already gave you a resource how to calculate payback period, the NPV, the IRR, and the profitability index on a separate file. Yeah, please check your Google Classroom information there. Okay, and then the business valuation. The easiest one to provide the value of your IBE business. It is using the asset approach. What is the asset approach? It is based on the book value. Your total asset minus total liability would show your net worth. Net worth is your value, the value of the company. Yeah. So it is basically the equity portion on the right side column of the balance sheet. So remember, total asset minus total liability. It will show you, yeah, the value of the company. On the market approach, it is not possible for you to do because this is required the company to be on the market, meaning going public already, because it will use the market multiple, the price earning ratio, price to book value, enterprise value divided by EBITDA and things like that. This will be for the advanced stage of the company after going public. And then the third one would be the income approach. You are projecting your company into the future, yeah, using future cash flow. And then there will be a 3 assumption there: no growth, stable growth, and then growing forever. Yeah, something like that. So at least you need to provide the business value with your asset approach, yeah, based on the book value. So I think that will be on the exit planning part 2. Yeah. So stay tuned. I'm still having the part 3. Provide you with the example from the previous report of the IBE companies. Thank you. See you later.